What's poppin', gamers? Welcome to the Video Game Choo Choo Podcast. My name is Scott B. This is a completely normal episode of the podcast. I am your regular host. Nothing has changed from how it normally is. And I am here to host this podcast normal, and I'm here to do it with my normal podcast regulars. Who over there? I'm looking off into the distance, and I see... Is that a little blue boy? Is that a little blue boy off in the distance coming at me so fast? Who is that?
Hi. Hey, Solon's here. I've got a speed stat of 12. I'm level 4.
You're so fast. What do you think your speed stat IRL would be?
On what scale? Are we talking Pokemon or are we talking like...
Just general. Yeah.
My speed scale is definitely like ambling. Slow?
It's yeah,
I think like jog is faster than my run. Like if you tell me to run somewhere, I'll be like and I'll get nowhere quickly. And then if you like be like, all right, chill out, I just start walking and I'm walking faster than I'm actually was running previously.
Yeah, because that's the momentum that you need to keep. Like as soon as you start running, like you have a certain way to go, and then you just stay on the course. But if you're jogging, you just run out of energy so quickly. That's what video games have taught me. It's like I'll start jogging, and then I just see a bar in the corner of my eye just start depleting. And as soon as it hits bottom, I double over and I go for 2 seconds, and then I start jogging again normally.
Yeah, you got to feather that button. Just tap it a bunch.
Yeah,
whistle while you do it.
Yeah, I've learned how to start jogging, stop, walk, and then keep doing that over and over again.
As long as you stall the animation, look, you could do like a mile in 3.5 minutes, I swear to God.
I've also been backstepping a lot. Like, that doesn't affect stamina, but it just makes me go really fast. But I do have to go every single time.
You're just like on a track at like at a school or something, and you just suddenly hear like the Doppler effect of this person going, and they're like bounding by you on the outer ring of the track.
Yeah. Isn't it funny how weird video game movement is? It's like if you think about it in real life, it's fucked up.
It's only fucked up when they pull the bombs out of their back pocket.
Yeah.
Anyways, we have me and Solon, something of a gruesome twosome, the terrible two, but we're not a two in this right now. I think we're a different kind of T-based number. And I'm looking around and I see another person here. Who is that?
You mean a trio? 'Cause Christine is here to complete the trio.
I actually just had the number 3 in my head. I didn't even think about trio.
Well, yeah, like trio just fits better as a word there. It's like, yeah,
it doesn't make so much more sense.
You don't go from a duo to a 3. You go from a duo to a trio. You gotta be a trio.
A duo don't have a T neither. A two-do. A two-do.
True.
Do. True.
All of this math has confused my brain.
Anyway, the three of us makes the ultimate project triangle strategy.
Should I talk about that briefly? I didn't put that down in our thing, but...
Yeah, talk about project triangle strategy.
I should talk about that. I hated that so much.
What? Really?
They made a game literally for you.
I know. I've been literally replaying and grinding Final Fantasy Tactics idly just for fun. And it's like, easily one of my favorite games. And they went ahead and they made a Final Fantasy Tactics with a whole bunch of modernizations and everything. And I played this Project Triangle demo, and I just hated it so much. Like, so... It has this problem where it's supposed to be a demo, but it's like dropping you in the middle of a story, and it drops you like at a point in the story that feels like something that's really pivotal. And it's like, man, if I was playing the actual game for the first time, I feel like I would be getting really spoiled on a whole bunch of major plot points right now. But it's like, it's not just this where it drops you into a whole bunch of out of context story, but it's like the writing in it always stops to get the impression of every single character. Every character, like, in your party, every character you haven't even met, like, every like lord of every faction, it like stops for a second to make sure you get the opinion of those characters of the last like really minor event that just happened. And it's so tedious. Like, it's a style of writing I just generally don't really enjoy. But on top of that,
you popped into this and you feel like you're interrupting the demo by existing.
I do. It's a really unfortunate point for the demo, but also like just kind of. I also just didn't really like the gameplay that much. Like I'm a big tactics freak. I like both main styles of tactical play, which is the like. You get the like active turn thing of, or not, there's no ATB battle. Could you imagine how fucked up that would be? Like, a meter fills up and then everyone gets to take their turn at once. That would suck.
Hey, you know what does that? It's the perfect Project Triangle game. The game entirely about triangles, Resonance of Fate. Well-loved game.
I love that game.
It's a beautiful game.
It's an amazing shit show.
Uh-huh.
I should give that a shot. That might be fun.
I think look, you can use Uzis that have 14 magazines attached to them to do 999 hit combos on a random exploding trash can by juggling it in the air with your Uzis.
That does sound pretty sick, honestly.
You would love this game. I just realized, Scott, this is the perfect game for you. Oh my god.
It is so good. It's so
Sorry,
bad.
it's not Project Triangle Strategy, but Resonance of Fate whips.
I am picturing triangles in my head and looking at them rotate, though, and it's pretty sick. Anyways, like there's two, I think, major schools of tactical RPG, which is like it's the you have an enemy phase and then you have an ally phase, where it's like if the Fire Emblem thing of you move all of your characters during your ally phase, and then the enemy phase, all the enemy characters move, and then there's the other one, which is the tactics ogre Final Fantasy Tactics, like the what's it called? There's a certain term for it.
Your speed strat. I mean, your speed stat kind of turn. No. Turn based, but
I mean, yes. It's affected by the speed stat, but there's like a term for it that I'm forgetting. Either way, it's like there's a turn order, and all of the characters have a go within the same turn order. Like, it's not like an ally enemy phase thing. It's like, here is the set turn order of every single character, and they will all go in this order. And it's like, tactical RPGs play with both. I like both styles of play. Like XCOM does the XCOM does the like ally phase, enemy phase thing, and XCOM Chimera Squad also does the turn order, the individual unit order thing. And it's like, both of those games are really cool for different reasons. Yeah. And they both still feel like really genuine XCOM. This is turn order based. I did not have a lot of fun with it. I felt like they give you a lot of units like right from the jump, and you can have like, I don't know what the maximum is, but we had something like 10 units on the field at once. And because of how many there were and how many enemies there were and like the two battles that were in it, it felt really imbalanced in a way where I couldn't actually pull off any strategies. Like, I was constantly on the seat of my pants, like trying to make a move to maybe make sure that like the next fucking eight enemies in a row that have a turn aren't going to completely wreck me.
You were already in the downward spiral that happens in some strategy games before you even get to know what your, main strategies are going to be. Is that kind of what it felt like?
Sort of, especially in the second mission, because the second mission, like, they go right from the start saying, like, hey, this demo is tuned a little bit harder than it's probably going to be in the main game, because we really want you to get in there and try and complete these battles and like really think about what you're doing, which is, I admire that. I like a good difficult tactical RPG, but like, I didn't feel like the difficulty in it was like, I didn't feel like the difficulty was the problem. I felt like the way the game was constructed was the problem, because it really often felt like my ranged units were not sufficiently ranged enough, and I couldn't. Anytime I needed to get off any kind of ranged attack, I was putting my ranged attacker in a compromised position, and
putting them right up close to someone. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and it's like a lot of them don't have like a consistent ranged attack. They have like a ranged attack every other turn. So So not only am I taking my like cool fire shooting princess lady and putting her trying to put her in a position where I can do a good fire spell and not get absolutely killed. That's just not it just doesn't feel really possible, because the movement it feels really off. Like, the movement and the ranges feel off compared to each other. Like, you don't have a lot of range as a spellcaster. You don't have a lot of range as an archer. But the movement feels really highly tuned, especially with enemies, which is a problem because my mage has a range of 3 tiles, which is not very far, and an enemy has a walk of 5. Which means, if I put my ranged unit out there to fight this character, or, try and do something at all, period, then they're just gonna get murked, because the soldier enemies that are coming, that have, way more walk that have, way more walking tiles, are just gonna walk up to that character and beat it to death. And it just didn't feel it just never felt good. It never felt like I was finding an appropriate range or outplaying an enemy, because every single character can move far, and every ranged unit can't shoot very far. Even the archer lady who flies around on a chocobo equivalent, a big old owl, her arrows only shoot 3 tiles far, and it's why? I can barely shoot anything. I have to. She had an advantage in that, because she was a flying character, she could get up to spaces that other characters couldn't, or were way more difficult to get to. But I had to really, really struggle to find a position in which I could actually hit someone. And then on top of that, you couldn't
just get on top of something really high and try to pick them off or anything.
No, because I have to be close to the enemies to hit them.
You still only had 3 tiles of range, even though you're on top of something. Oh, weird.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then on top of that, the game has a system where if you attack an enemy's blind spot, either its sides or its back, while it's adjacent to other units, then those other units will join in and attack the same enemy. But I don't find that style of gameplay very interesting. It's the same problem Fire Emblem has with supports, where you're just getting really high supports with all of your characters. You're stacking them all next to each other, and then you're just all moving them in a row. And in this, it's essentially the same thing, because you're just trying to get all of your units around one enemy so that all of them can just gang up on them. And it just never feels tactically rewarding. You just kind of feel like you're bum rushing people.
It doesn't feel like the Disgaea had that too, where, you can set up wild chains with things depending on how things were.
Yeah.
And it sounds like that did it a lot better than this one.
Yeah, I just don't like the way it handles that kind of system. There were some characters I really liked. There was a rogue character that I thought was really interesting. She had a regular ability to go invisible, and while you're invisible, the other enemies won't fucking try and kill you because you're invisible. And she could get around really easily. And then she had another ability where she could attack twice during a turn. So you had this really cool interplay of, I can get this character up to an enemy, and then they can really go to town on them. But then if there are other enemies around, she's kind of fucked. So you have to really think about where you're gonna put her. And that character had really, really interesting mechanics out of the gate. None of the other characters did. I kind of like the big shield character. I like that this game recognizes that shields can be a weapon, And and so there's just like a whole character class dedicated to having a shield.
That's exactly my stuff. Heck yeah.
And that's neat.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, I don't know. It's like, I like what you can do with them. I just don't like the way a lot of the other characters feel. And it's just a bummer. I want a good tactical game to play. I don't want any bad tactical games. I want good tactical games. I want to play them. I want to do tactics. And I want to, I want to have fun while I'm doing the tactics. I don't want to think about it I don't want to turn my brain off and go on auto, you know?
Yeah.
Well, this demo might have been kind of a fart. My roommate also played it, and he actually had a lot of similar things to say as what you're saying. Do you think that they can, pick this up, fix it over
Probably.
the development cycle?
Probably. I think,
because you haven't said anything about, the presentation that you didn't like.
I hate the way it looks. I fucking hate the art style.
There you go.
It looks a lot like Octopath. I didn't play Octopath. I didn't really have a strong opinion about the art style, but it's sprites on 3D environments with really overtuned lighting effects, and the camera there's this warbling effect over the sprites. So it's when it moves around, it distorts how the sprites look, and I think it looks terrible. It just looks god awful. I don't like it at all.
So I loved the Octopath style and aesthetic. I loved that everything was this diorama, and it felt like a little play was going on.
Yeah,
that's kind of the vibe that it
that's
had.
Neat.
If I ever saw it again, I would fucking hate it.
Yeah,
that's definitely not the vibe I got from this. It was more very standard tactical RPG with just some bad presentation stuff. I don't know. I wasn't. Even if they fine tune the gameplay, I feel like the story stuff itself will still be kind of a bummer.
Really, you don't like the three factions and their different ideologies battling?
All three of the houses that they have in this game?
What?
Oh, wow. Oh, boy. Oh, it does the really awful thing where, it does the really awful fantasy writing thing where, a faction or a group or something will have some kind of trait to them. There's the Ace Frosty, which is the country that's from the snow region. Or
oh god.
The house your characters are from is called Wolven Fort because you're like wolves.
And live in a fort?
I mean, yeah, but still. It's yeah. It's so on the nose and really hacky. I just didn't like it at all. But yeah.
Yeah, the more you explain it, this sounds worse and worse. We got any good games to talk about this week?
I mean, speaking of the same group, I believe these are the same people that worked on Bravely Default, and Bravely Default 2 is out now. And I believe, Christine, you have played Bravely Default 2?
I have played 50 some odd hours of Bravely Default 2.
So you hate
exciting.
this game.
Bravely Default 2 is really fucking good.
That's cool.
I am absolutely I came into it they took out my favorite part of Bravely Default 1, which I think Rose had the same opinion on, with the grinder slider kind of thing where you could just change your random encounters. So it's I want to grind, so I'm going to crank it up. And then, I just want to go back to town, so I'm going to turn encounters off. They got rid of that for open world. I mean, not open world, but, a map and, open roaming enemies. So you can always see them on the map and run away if you like.
Yeah, I saw some of the stuff they were doing with that, which if you're overpowered for an area, the enemies on the map will just run away from you, which I think is cool.
Unless you use a specific item that can attract them to you. So, you can go back to early level areas, use a couple of those items, collect a whole ton of enemies, and farm JP, your job points at will. If you want, or grind up levels in higher level areas and whatnot, because you get the 1.x bonuses for the amount of encounters you chain together. So it still has that, and it's so well done, and the way the jobs interact with each other, that once you figure out how all the sub abilities work in the back, I've got, this is my main job, this is my sub job, I just completely broke the fucking game. And that is one of my favorite things about, like, the first Bravely Default. Bravely Second kind of sucked. But also,
I liked Bravely Default a good amount, but it had that really awful, like,
ending.
Third, I like the ending. I just really hated the third chapter, pretty much, like the replaying the game like 6 times. Like, that was really tedious.
I don't know if this one has that yet. I'm
50 hours in. Okay. Yeah,
I am completely addicted. I really like the way the game grinds and the way the game plays, and playing with different abilities and fighting the extra bonus challenge monsters and things like that. So some of that has also been me leaving my Switch on and walking away from it. So that's probably about 20 hours. But
Sure.
Which actually sucks, because there's a thing called expeditions in it, which only, like, progress when you have the system in sleep mode.
Oh yeah, the original Bravely Default had that too.
Yeah. So
I can't believe they got rid of the, like, automatic grinding stuff, but they kept the fucking timer based gotcha stuff.
But the timer based gotcha stuff is broken as hell.
Ugh.
Like some of the time it'll be like, oh, I left my system off for 12 hours and I got barely anything. And then sometimes it's like, oh, I got like 7 large JP orbs, which give you 750 job points, which that'll take, a job up to level 10 from the beginning, but still, like, the way all the different jobs work, even over leveled, the boss fights are challenging and almost a puzzle. In a way, because some will have a bunch of ads with them that, oh, you've got to kill their helpers first before you get to them, or some of them are just like, oh, ignore them, keep getting hit by them, but maybe cast sleep or whatever, and it feels so good. And my personal favorite part probably is that, especially, like, a lot of enemies have counters, but especially boss enemies, where it's like, oh, you actually have to figure out ways to hit their weaknesses without getting a counter hit from it, because some bosses will be like, oh, it's weak to physical attacks, but you hit it with a physical attack and it'll come back with something that does an AoE and beats the hell out of your entire party. So there's a really nice strategic trade-off with all the boss fights that feels really good.
Yeah, I feel like Bravely Default sort of tried to play with more interesting boss encounters in its secret boss mode, where you could just, like, fight like super bosses and stuff, but you never really got that in the main game. So it's cool that they've wrapped those kinds of encounters into like the main story proper.
Yeah, and, like, all the designs are fantastic. It looks really good blown up on a TV or in handheld mode, which is nice. And it has one of the things that Bravely Second lacked, which is having Revo back, because that music is good. Like, you could 100% tell, like, one of the good things about that original game was the music. And Second, lacking that completely, felt like a generic, like, hey, we took this thing that you liked with cool systems and turned it into a generic game, whereas this, oh, the music is so good again. All the character themes are phenomenal when you use their special abilities, and just, it's so good.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So, do you have anything else you want to add about Bravely Default?
Not really. I just highly recommend it.
It just reminds me that the original Bravely Default was such a breath of fresh air when that came out.
Yeah.
Because that was during a time on the DS when there weren't any new JRPGs coming out.
And it's like, and the whole Final Fantasy thing of like, they're moving in this entirely different direction. People want turn-based RPGs. They're just not making them. So let's just make a let's just make a Final Fantasy called something different.
Yeah, to see them modernize in this way with the new one, it's really exciting, actually.
Like, I actually went back and started playing with Final Fantasy IV Heroes of Light. Which is a precursor to all of this. Like, For Heroes of Light is just like Bravely Default Zero. Job system, the way its job system worked and all that stuff. It's kind of fun to look at the evolution of this kind of job-based game.
Just reminds me, I don't think people might not remember that we were in a dark place with JRPGs for like 4 or 5 years, for almost an entire like console generation.
Yeah.
It was hard to find one we really love. Speaking of team-based games, speaking of numbers, Solon.
Oh yeah, speaking of numbers,
what's this like? I'm hearing about sports. Is there a sports happening?
You're in the middle of a cultural event known as Blaseball.
Oh God! Oh, not again!
You promoted me in. You set me up like a T-ball, and I'm just gonna crack that bat right out of the. It's going out of the park. Right into a black hole. Hey.
Had to answer your Jessica telephone.
I've done nothing for the last 14 days but play Blaseball.
Of course.
Yeah, how's that going?
It confirms 2 things. 1, you've been able to play Blaseball for 14 days straight. It has not broken.
That's actually really revolutionary.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And 2, there's been 14 days of Blaseball 2 play. They've changed a lot of things coming back with the new expansion, the new era they've built, and there's stuff to do now. There's a lot of cleanup that they've done, and every part of it just kind of works in a way that lets you play and toy around with things that I didn't think, when we were starting this and watching it get built out piece by piece, it felt painstaking. And now that we're at the back end of it, we're like, oh, we know how this game works. People can now, we've seen a lot of new people coming in to play the game, and asking how things work and then being like, oh, that makes sense. Great. I'll get to it. It's cool. So to just really quickly, I will not, if you know what Blaseball is, you probably already have opinions on it. It was my game of the year last year. And it was my game of the year last year because it was a special moment that I wasn't sure if we were going to get back or not. And when I, sent it goodbye, it was like, hey, if we never see each other again, I will always remember the time that we had in 2020. It was a game that I needed more than I knew I needed. So now that it's back, I'm just having a great time. I just am satisfied and happy. There's, 3 main new mechanics that they added.
Okay, yeah.
Change how the game works.
See, I was gonna say, I'm familiar with Blaseball. It's been a while since I played it. I would like to hear what's new about this new Blaseball, this brave new world we're in.
So the meta progression of Blaseball was that you would bet on games and hope that you won your bets to make some money, and then you would upgrade ways to make more money. And that was cool. And then when you got to the cap, you would just kind of sit there and bet on games. Now you can actually equip what kinds of ways you want to make passive income with. And it all goes through the idol system where you pick a favorite player and that's your idol. And based on how they do in their games, you get money for that for free. So you don't actually have to, you don't have to be there every single hour in order to make money. You can actually make a lot of your bank just by picking an idol that works for your style of play. And so there's a bunch of things that you can equip. You have 8 slots, but there's 20 or 30 different things that you can equip. So if you want to go for a pitcher-based route, you can do a pitcher build. If you want to go for a hitter-based route, you can go for that. If you want to make passive income on the league itself as a functioning system, you can put all of your money into events that happen, like weather events, and hope if those activate, those will give you big bank, but it's rare that those happen. And then on top of that, you can manage your inventory in a way because all of these slots include things that happen throughout the week. There's different events now that happen through the week where if you want to activate ways to expand your park or the wills that you can vote on, you need to have a slot open for that. There's a tarot reading that happens in the Earl season. That's cute. It's just a fun little thing that you can kind of play with. And then if they draw your cards, you get a little bonus. I'm not even sure how that works, but, it's fun. It's just, it has a cute little UI dingle to it that's, nice to look at on the Tuesday when it happens. But it's been, after 2 weeks, I can say that we are now in a spot where, things have become consistent and comfortable and not as totally horrifying and scary where it was unsustainable. Cause that was one of the problems when Baseball first came around.
Yeah.
Where it was just too much drama and a lot of things happening way too fast. And, now it's been great. And there's been incredible turnover, between the teams and how well they're doing. So this week, Scott, your Hawaii Fridays are in the playoffs, and they're going to the semifinals tomorrow.
Mahalo.
What else was there? The garages were, great. My garages were great last season a week ago, and they, went to the finals and they lost the finals. And then this week they reconstructed their entire team and it all fell apart. We tried to make some moves with the new wills system. So you know how like one of the problems that was happening early on in Baseball was that it was just completely random if your team got better or worse over a season.
You could sort of influence it, but it needed real Reddit level pushes of, we need everyone to invest their votes into this thing to maybe get what you want. And then, like, if you did get the thing you wanted, like, usually there wasn't a, like, chance it would be a positive result. Like, you would push, like, all the other players to say, like, hey, let's vote for this thing where it might upgrade the skills of our pitchers, of our worst pitchers, because, like, it'll rearrange the skills of our worst pitchers because our pitchers fucking suck. The Hawaii Fridays pitchers not very good. They all have low star ratings. So, like, let's do this thing where it'll randomize three of the worst ones, and then, like, maybe they'll be better. And then, like, even if you somehow manage to get that result, if you manage to get that vote, then, like, there's no the actual stat changes that happen are random, and they could turn out worse than before.
Oh, yeah. They become an amazing batter.
Yeah.
Even though they're a pitcher. Exactly. That's not happening anymore, and it's awesome. The main thing that they have now is that every team gets 2 things that they can do. And I think that they should just put this into actual sports, because this is a great idea. But, they're like little things where it's like, hey, I want this player to be better. You can just do that. You can have, and they're called wills. You sign a will that has a player's name on it. It's their last will and testament before the whole thing happens. And then for every team they just draw 2 wills out of a hat. And sometimes a lot of the times it'll be the thing that everyone really wants. And every once in a while it'll be something that, isn't necessarily, it was like something one person maybe randomly put onto a thing, but they're always good. So your team will always get better and in a way that you feel like can be controlled.
That's interesting.
And one of those things is trades. So you can there's a system now where you can trade players and you can negotiate trades to be aimed for with these wills. And we've found some things that happened with that last week where we accidentally put the best player in Baseball into the shadows because 2 trades went off and one of them was for a player that didn't exist anymore after a different trade went off.
Oh.
Which meant Nagomi McDaniels took that slot and then accidentally got traded into the shadows of their own team. And so she's just unplayable for this week.
Well, that's nice.
It was just an accident that happened that because we didn't know how like the order of things procced.
Right.
And
that's interesting.
They tell you the odds of these happening too, and it said literally this was a 0% chance that this was a less than 1% chance that this could have happened, that this specific outcome of events could have happened. We're just like, well, oh well.
Oh well. That's really interesting because it's like, What I really enjoyed about Blaseball was like the chaos factor of it, the fact that like pretty much anything could happen, and like there's true blue like randomness to it. Like the feeling of engaging with Blaseball was I am just a dude passively watching his favorite baseball team constantly lose, because that's just how baseball works. Like I'm not a manager. I'm not like, I'm a fan. I'm just like listening to this on the radio, and then they fucking lose again, and it's like, you know what? That's the way baseball go. And then, sometimes someone got incinerated, and it's like, you know what? That's the way baseball goes. And it's like, and now it seems to be this sort of like, it's shifted from being a player passive experience, and more like, it feels more like a baseball management sim, except it's not like everyone, it's not like on an individual player basis. It's on like this yelling, screaming, like collective basis.
You've got a really good point. Yeah.
Like everyone is a manager now, and they're all screaming and trying to make things happen.
It really does feel like about 10,000 or so people are trying to play one baseball management simulator at the same time. Because that's the thing with these new wills, we're all actually working together and communicating on trying to how do we make this so that every team gets something really good that they want, and that we're not taking from each other. There's a very like communicative and like growth. It feels like we're trying to grow together to make our players, the whole league, better in a way.
That's interesting.
There's ways to do that now, which is cool. And the best part is that they also expanded the league. So there's 4 more teams, which has helped deep. In a big way. You wouldn't think like, 4 more teams, some more funny baseball names, some funny team colors. Sure.
No, that changes up matchups like significantly.
There is way more matchups now that you can have. And the about, 20,000 or so players can now spread out a little more between those other 4 teams. And the Baltimore Crabs are back, which they're the best team in the league. So I'm glad they're back.
That's good. That's really interesting. I feel like it kind of loses the charm of what I liked about the original Blaseball. But I'm glad there's a game there that people can like at least collectively sink their teeth into.
Oh, you want the charm, huh? You want the charm, huh? Let me give you the real details. Here's what's actually going on. They're trying to, they're placating us. I don't think you understand. We're making a lot of money. We're making unreasonable amounts of money because they're just filling us with snacks.
Okay.
The current person in charge is named the Coin, and they just kind of have some little like interstitials between, when there's breaks, because now there's scheduled breaks in the sport of Blaseball in case anything goes wrong, but nothing's gone wrong because they're doing a great job. The deal is, we're making a lot of money, and the players are getting extremely good, and they're trying to build another all-star team using our own money against us. There's something happening in the background here. I don't know what yet, but this Coin is kind of trying to... They always say the same phrase over and over, and it's usually like interstitial, like just kind of thrown in between their other things where they just say like, this is what you wanted. And they're right. This is exactly what I wanted. We're expanded. Sure. It's a new era, and it's not punishment anymore. It's great. Blaseball's been awesome.
It's not the discipline era. No.
No, there's no discipline here.
Everyone's
and we're
having
so
fun.
Rich. We have so much money.
Oh, that's nice. I'm glad everyone is getting everything they want out of Blaseball, and nothing bad is happening in the shadows. Speaking of other baseball games, what's this? Persona Strikers? Persona baseball game? Is that what that is?
Yeah, Persona Strikers baseball game.
I would absolutely love a Persona Strikers baseball game. But no.
Actually, that would fit in really good.
I have officially finished Persona 5 Strikers and have moved on to its hardest difficulty in New Game Plus. But if this is the future of the writing for the Persona franchise, then it's going to be really good. Like the last 4 dungeons are some of the best writing the series has ever seen. Just like amazing character moments.
Wow, the whole series? Cool.
In the whole 3 to 5 era.
Yeah.
douchebag director.
Sure.
And I kind of bring Persona 5 Royal into this a little bit too, because he wasn't around for some of the new stuff, which is arguably the best stuff in that game. The writing continues to be is the strongest part of this one. There's nothing like try-hard gay jokes or things like that. The character interactions are phenomenal. Haru just repeatedly says ACAB through the whole game. And it's beautiful. It's just like, no, the police suck. We don't like the police. Yeah, no. It's pretty great that, everyone gets developed really, really well. An has more character growth in just the first chapter of this than she did in the entirety of Persona 5. It's kind of wild just how good the writing has been. The jokes have been funny. The incredible Jack Frost parade is hilarious and really well written. And then the next dungeon just gives Ryuji the best scene in the entire 3 to 5 series, which is like, wait, what?
That's cool.
It's phenomenally well written, and the gameplay.
That's good to hear.
The gameplay is the best Muso game I've ever played, maybe?
Well, you're the Muso person, though.
Yeah. I'm the Muso freak here. I was the one that watched that fucking Nintendo Direct, and everyone on the podcast was like, "Oh, they guess Samurai Warriors 5," and I was sitting there going, "Yeah, Samurai Warriors 5." But oh god, it was
I watched footage of the gameplay of that, and it's like it doesn't even strike me as a Muso game. It's just it just seems like a fun action game.
It's a Muso game that plays like a Persona game. It is like the Final Fantasy VII remaked Persona. You go into you hit R1 to bring up your spells and whatnot, and time freezes so you can line up your shot and whatnot. All of your spells have different area of effects and different, they cost different amounts of SP or HP depending on if they're physical or magical, like a Persona game. Like a Persona.
It captures all of the trappings of Persona games, like to a T. There's nothing left out. Your main character swaps personas, and you're still capturing them, and you're doing everything you would normally do in a Persona game, except it's in a third person action game.
Yeah. You still Persona fuse. You still have Persona fusion accidents. So it's like, hey, I'm trying to do this side quest where I need this one Persona, and then I had 3 accidents in a row, so it kept giving me level 35 to 57 Jack Frosts. And it's like, no,
you can't go wrong with Jack Frost.
Give me the one I need, though. I want to just complete this quest. But the side quests, some of them have their own stories to them, and they're really good. Genuinely, I can't stop gushing, especially now that I'm on the hardest difficulty, where suddenly it is like the Muso thing, where a lot of people ignore the fact that these games have depth if you aren't playing them on very easy. Or easy, or even the normal difficulty. You have to get up to the higher difficulty settings to actually have that depth. This one has it in normal, but in the harder settings, it is hey, if you aren't using your debuffs and your buffs, you aren't going to succeed at anything. It feels really good in that way, and I don't have enough good things to say about this. It's shocked me with how good it is.
That's cool. I'm really glad people have been enjoying that game. I've seen nothing but good things coming out of it.
Yeah,
it.
What makes me happiest?
If you have more to add, please.
Sorry, what makes me happiest about it is it finally gives people who saw more depth to the characters in Persona 5 than the game gave you. It finally gives them that. and that's just
Yeah,
really nice
it's
to
a
see.
cool cast of characters, and it's a cool cast of characters, and I know a lot of people wanted to spend more time with them.
And now you actually get to on a cross-country road trip, and
That's
it's
good.
beautiful.
Do you have anything else you want to add about Persona Strikers?
Not really. I think we can continue on.
I revisited a game that I enjoyed a whole bunch. One that I was actually my Solon.
Yeah.
This is so weird. I went and I replayed my Game of the Year from last year.
'Tis the season. It's March. It's March Madness. There's nothing else happening right now. Are you kidding me?
I went and I played through the DLC of Umurangi Generation called
hell
Umurangi
yeah.
Macro, and it's sick. It rocks. Like it's like 5 new levels. I remember one of like the biggest criticisms of Umurangi Generation is like, hey, like there's a slow movement speed here. It kind of like, it makes it a little like unfun to traverse around. The very first unlockable you get in the DLC levels is a pair of rollerblades that just fucking makes you fucking whip through the levels. And they come with
that's good.
And they come with like Tony Hawk tricks you can do.
It has like a combo meter?
I don't think there's like a combo meter. If it is, then it's like probably like, secret. But it's like I found myself like bouncing off of pipes, and then like my character does like a full 360 spin, and then like gives a thumbs up, and it's like this game rocks.
This rules. Oh, wait, is that paid DLC or is that?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, yes. Thank you.
I also, before I started playing this, went out of my way to get all the unlockables from the base game, which is mostly a ton of lenses, but the unlockable from the last level you get, like, doing everything perfect, is a pair of rocket boots, which gives you, like, a really sick triple jump. So, and you can hover in the air, which is really good for taking pictures, which is what Umurangi Generation is about.
Oh,
yeah, like,
that's so good.
So not only did I have like this really sick triple jump, but I also had like these sick rollerblades, and I'm just fucking blazing through these levels.
You don't have to play the new Pokemon Snap. It already exists, and it's called Umurangi Generations.
But on top of that, like these levels, except for the first one, which is like pretty well contained, like they're big, like they're really big levels. So like, getting that triple jump and like having these rollerblades feels like really essential. Like one of them is just called the Depths, which is 100% a Dark Souls reference. Like there's no way it's not. But it's like it's a sewer level, and it's like a place where a whole bunch of people have been living in the sewers. And it's like it's its own like offshoot community from the place you're in and the rest of the DLC.
Oh my god! Umurangi Generation is the only game where I go, God, I wish this game had a sewer level.
I know, it's so good, and it's huge. It's a massive.
Yes.
Like, there's just so many different like weird corridors you can go down. And it's extremely tall. So I just found myself jumping around all over the place trying to find everything I could. Like, there's no way I was finding all of the film canisters in 10 minutes in that. But I fucking had so much fun in that level. It's like, so the rest of the DLC is set in a underground city, which is 100% an Evangelion reference. Like they are not even, like, they're not even trying to hide the Evangelion influence anymore. It is just 100, like, this is just 100% an Evangelion game. It's like, you are one of you are one of the, like, civilians who is just living in this underground city, and you're just trying to fucking survive. And, like, the first level is a place called Gamer's Palace, and you start inside of the Gamer's Palace, and it's just, like, this really seedy-ass club that's way high up in the underground city. Like, you go and you walk up, and, like, you see beneath you just an open just, like, a bottomless, like, You just see like a see-through floor that just like looks down and sees the entire city, and it's like, Jesus Christ, these people in Gamers Palace. And then like you can leave Gamers Palace to go to like where the entrance is. And like as soon as you step foot out of Gamers Palace, the sick ass beats that are playing just immediately stop, and you just hear like gunfire. It's like they're doing the stark like classist contrast so well in this game. It is remarkably good. It has like a really amazing ending sequence. I don't want to spoil either, but this is like a cab game of the year. I highly recommend, like, if you want to have a really cool, like really like politically charged game where you go out and take some pictures, please play Umurangi Generation, and please play Umurangi Macro as well. It's so good.
Best ongoing game, Umurangi Generation.
I don't know if I would go that far, because I don't know if they're going to do more DLC, but they did just... I don't know if the Switch version is out, but it looks sick. Like, it has built-in motion control where, like...
You can use that gyroscope to
use the gyroscope as your camera.
Okay, that... I think I might have to buy it on my Switch.
It rocks.
Like,
it is such a good game.
Like,
I don't know if you can play Gamers Palace before you beat the rest of the game, but if you're jumping into this game and you have the option to play Gamers Palace, just fucking play it and get those rollerblades, and then just like go back to the DLC later.
Yeah,
I'm so happy Gamers Palace is an option in this game. That whole idea in that game sounded so funny, and that you can play through it now rules.
There's also the DJ Tariq is there, and you will never guess who Tariq is.
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil it. You got to go to Gamers Palace to meet Tariq, and who, of course, his dank beats are playing over it.
Yes,
are playing in Gamers Palace.
That's the soundtrack person, right?
It's part of the soundtrack. It's an in-game character.
Oh yeah, the person who's your friend through the game.
No.
Which one's Tariq?
Tariq is a DJ who plays songs over your radio.
Oh, okay. Yep.
And you finally get to meet Tariq. And it's good. It's really good. So that's Umurangi. I like. Do we have any more games that we haven't covered yet?
I don't think so. I think it's news time.
Yeah.
All right. Well, sick. This is news to me, baby. Solon, you look like you got a whole bunch of news on you. Hit me with some news.
Hey, have you heard about the best deal in gaming that just got a little bit better?
Oh, the Xbox Game Pass, the greatest deal in gaming?
That's right. It got iconic. They posted this on every single messaging thing that they had. Iconic by Bethesda games.
Just like Aiden Pierce's cap.
Oh, shit.
The iconic Bethany Esda has delivered us 20 of her greatest hits.
Such as?
I was actually shocked. It's all of them. It's, most of the Doom series. It's Doom 2016, Doom Eternal also is in there. That was the big one for me. Prey is in there. Both Dishonored's are in there. The things that caught my eye, the Wolfenstein series also has the Wolfenstein DLC.
Solid games, except for the last one they did.
They've got Fallout New Vegas is in there.
Oh, hey, that's good. Yeah, I love Fallout New Vegas.
I literally have no excuse to not play Fallout New Vegas.
That's the only Fallout game they got in there, right? Like, they don't need any of the others.
They did put the others.
Oh, no. Oh.
You got Skyrim in there, and, I think there's a couple of the other Elder Scrolls in there, too. I don't even have it in front of me. I just literally listed those off because seeing them all 20 of them in there was just like, wow,
all 20 games.
This is all 20 of your video games. Nice job. Doom 64 is in there.
I'm booting up the Xbox Game Pass app right now. The Xbox app. I gotta see their copy.
Can you hit the roulette button for me? Because I love that button.
It's a good button.
I'm trying to see. Oh, there it is. Bethesda Softworks Collection. They got Rage 2.
Hell
Remember
yeah.
Rage 2?
Forgot about Rage was in there. Yep.
There's a whole bunch of Dooms.
Did I say Prey?
The Evil?
Because
They got The Evil Within.
oh yeah, hey, that game rules.
Do they have the
they
Evil
have
Within
Evil?
2?
Oh, that's
what I'm-
right. That's the one that rules.
I don't see Evil Within 2. It's just Evil Within.
Oh,
You get the mediocre
Sure.
one before they figure
So-
it out.
So you would you could say there's no Evil Within 2.
Experience.
Get it?
Oh. Hey, I want to know what your
Remember-
gamer what your gamer vibe is right now. Can you hit that randomized button?
Oh,
Can
where
you
is it?
divine us a
Where's the
Game
randomized
Pass-
button? You have to. You
Game
genuinely have to
Pass-ona.
tell me.
Is it not on the main page? It should be on the main page of the app.
Oh, I'm hitting Game Pass. I see play Gears 5, all games. Do I not have Game Pass right now? Can I not
Uh-oh.
play? I don't have Game Pass right now. I can't play Crusader Kings 3. Okay,
Ooh.
well, too bad. So sorry, I can't
It's
reload
okay. I can't play Crosscode right now either, and I'm still bummed about that.
it. Mm.
But with all the Yakuza on there too, and my list is like huge. Like I've got this Game Pass gift card that I've been sitting on since I got it for Christmas. And every time I'm like, all right, now I'm going to use it. It's like something new comes out a month later, and then I'm like, oh wait, I should cash in. Now I should cash in.
Yeah. I mean,
But something
what I
news to
usually
come
do is I just I let my Game Pass lapse, and then I resub up for the super ultra Game Pass for $1.
Yeah.
Because they just keep letting you resub for $1.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, they keep letting you use the first month for $1 thing.
It's so strange. I don't know why. I hesitate to even talk about it, and whoever's editing, Walker or Christine, you might want to edit that out. I don't know. I don't know if we let the secret go.
It feels dirty.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Chooch is a
anything
place for
else
dirty
happening
gamers.
on the Game
So.
Pass?
Nope, that's everything. I mean, hey, it's still
Yeah.
the best deal in gaming.
What's happening with Animal Crossing?
Oh, let me tell you, Animal Crossing is helping the little people out, doing a little charity. There's a little group of people
The
that
Minions?
they've been struggling. Yeah,
The Minions
kind of
from Despicable
like
Me.
the Minions. There's a little company called Build a Bear. It's all one word with little hyphens in between.
Building Bear.
And ever since the pandemic started, they can't do any business inside of malls that they live in. And so all the Build-A-Bears have been dusty and old, and they're falling apart, and it's really sad. So, Animal Crossing, out of the goodness of their heart, they swooped in and said, hey, I'm gonna single-handedly save this motherfucking company.
Sure.
Animal Crossing is doing a collab with Build-A-Bear, where you can build Animal Crossing characters.
Hell yeah.
I do not need to say a word more, because that is excellent.
It was like hearing Andrea, my girlfriend, hear that announcement, or read that announcement. She just started screaming from the other room. And the people I was on a call with were just like, oh my God, is everything okay? I'm like, yes, she just found out that Animal Crossing is coming to Build-A-Bear. And then the weird cat lady I was on the call with also started freaking out. And it was just a wonderful moment of all these really just like genuinely excited people all being really excited all at once when they found out the news. And it just made me really happy.
Uh-huh. Oh, I'm about to break some quarantine. I'll tell you what. I'm about to sin.
Please get me a Dom. I need my buff sheep.
Speaking of things selling really well, Solid. What's going on with these sales?
So yeah, there's actually been a lot of news this week. It's been a good week for news, and I'm just kind of gonna bust through them real fast. There's two games that have kind of hit my radar, mostly because of how well they've been selling lately. The first one, 2 weeks ago, Valheim, was this huge success.
It looks cool. I've been wanting to play it. We had a Minecraft itch. We've been meaning to get back to that itch. We've recorded a Minecraft Let's Play that we have not finished editing, and that was months ago. Well,
Scott, I want to see you all play Minecraft.
I hesitate
Valheim.
to talk about it, but Valheim, that looks like some cool Minecraft.
Yeah.
It really does. Well, so it's a survival game, but there's something about it that harkens to much older games, like PS2, or not PS2, but that era, like 2000s PC games, where it just felt like you could kind of do anything and just stuff happened around you. There's, it's just, I don't really have like a specific game to compare it to like I do this other one, but 2 weeks ago, Valheim like hit big and people really got into it because it's cool and quirky. It's got the Viking aesthetic that's going on with it that people are like, hey, I didn't realize that I haven't itched my Viking kitsch in a little while, so I'm gonna go itch that kitsch. And there's just a bunch of cool surprises that is in this big game that you can play with your friends. And so just a bunch of like boxes that got ticked off with Valheim that's like, oh yeah, this goes gangbusters, this makes sense. Another game that went gangbusters that I wasn't expecting though, Loop Hero this week just announced 500,000 sales. And Loop Hero, if you haven't seen this game, is a very old style game with a lot of new fresh packaging. So you know how like the indie nouveau is card-based roguelikes?
Sure.
Well, this has got that, but it's not like that. It's actually much closer. So it uses parts of those types of games. But this is a tower defense styled real-time strategy game based on like old 90s PC games like Dune, like Wizardry. It has a Wizardry aesthetic to it that is really appealing. And it just looks gorgeous. Beautiful pixel art that moves nicely. But it's Loop Hero. It's the idea is that you're in a dungeon. It's like a dungeon crawler and you just walk a loop like a track star, but you're a dwarf track star. And this loop is full of monsters and you're building out your cave with cards that have been kind of randomly generated as you are killing monsters in this cave. And you just try to loop as long as you can. You just keep on going across this loop. And each time you play it, the loop has a little bit of a difference to its shape, to its size. And so you start putting down cards that kind of act like towers in a tower defense game to buff your little dwarf guy and making your loop stronger. And then you get into the enemies get stronger and you try to keep surviving for as long as you can as the odds start stacking against you. I think the coolest part about it is that the UI works so nicely that anytime you need to like equip something new or inspect something, when you hover over it, the game will stop. It'll pause for you. You don't have to hit like a stop go button constantly to like be like, wait, nope, I'm not ready yet. It's kind of, the game's got your back in this regard that flows really nicely in and out of combat because you want your dwarf to be running as much as possible and, you want to keep the game moving, but you don't have to, consciously control that. And so, it's been really cool seeing how Loop Hero and Valheim have been getting received. And the thing that gets me about it is that these are games that feel like they are old styled games. And one of the ways that I kind of considered is like, these are like, Fall Guys, but for like 40-year-olds.
Okay.
Where it's like, you give this to certain people, they look at it for 5 minutes and they go, oh yeah, that's for me. They made this. This is for me. And I think that's really cool. Like, these are the games that I think, seeing that these types of games are getting popular, that harken to an era that isn't, it's not being served by anything else. No one else is making games like these. And how it just combines all of these modern aesthetics to, things that I kind of thought were long gone. I thought Dune 2 was kind of, long out of the, gamer mind. But no, hey, that style is just as potent today, and these sales numbers are hitting an itch
For sure.
Yeah, we didn't know that we wanted these kinds of games, and it's kind of cool because that's kind of what's happening right now with. I bring up Fall Guys because the pandemic means that we don't have games events to kind of guide press towards what's popular and what to get excited about and what to get people excited about. And so we just start seeing games come out of the woodwork. And those games that are coming out of the woodwork are following desires and aesthetic and feelings and gameplay styles that they almost feel random. They feel chaotic in a way.
Sort of. I think I would argue that, like, a lot of this still follows, like, streamer game mentality. Like, Valheim is the kind of game streamers are definitely going to pick up.
I could see that.
Like, I don't know that much about Loop Hero, but, like, I imagine that's probably found its niche already. Like, just on like a streaming basis. Like, I don't know if that will blow up, but Valheim, like just watching something like highlight reel and seeing like 40 Valheim clips in a row is like, yeah, people are picking up this game, they're streaming this game, they're playing it, they're showing all the dumb, like, weird physics things you could do. So of course that thing is gonna hit big.
I did watch someone accidentally ride a mosquito into space.
Yes, I saw that. Oh, Jesus.
No,
yeah.
there's a shareability to it that just comes from how much care they put into the systems and how they all interact with each other in weird ways.
I do think you're right, though, because, like, these games do sort of come out of the woodwork, and it's like you're gonna get curators who are picking and choosing what to play for sure. But I don't know how big the marketing behind Valheim was. I don't know, like, what good PR manager was like, I need to ship this out to as many streamers as possible. Or if it's like, it was a very natural thing of people seeing this thing they wanted to play that, like, you know, like, Minecraft is what it is, but it's like, it doesn't have the edge to it that something like a Valheim has, where like a massive troll will just fucking chase you down.
Well, that's the funny thing is I bring Valheim and Loop Hero together to talk about them at the same time because Valheim I heard about a couple months ago as this little thing that over time kind of snowballed. And Loop Hero was a game that was being advertised during GDQ for the entirety of the most recent GDQ event. And then I didn't hear anything else about it until now. It's March. It's, 2.5 months later. And
I mean, sometimes games still gotta come out.
Maybe it's just because it, took more time to come out or something. But hey, it was just an interesting thing where it was like, I hear about a game and then I don't hear about anything going on with it for a little while. And all of a sudden, oh, hey, everyone got to finally, play and digest this game outside of any kind of news cycle. And this is what that kind of looks like. It creates a weird shape for what games suddenly get popular without any kind of invisible hand controlling it.
I guess. To me, it's always been. It always feels like the games that get popular are more community driven than they are like PR driven. Like, there's definitely PR aspects to it. Like, Valorant was fucking extremely PR driven, and that's a massively popular game as well. But a lot of the smaller indie
Valorant
stuff. Yeah, a lot of the smaller, more indie stuff, like, doesn't have like the kind of PR background that something like a Valorant or what was Amazon's like big free game that I think got canceled.
The World one.
World one.
Free World or whatever.
It just depends on the backing you have. Christine, do you have any news for me?
Oh, yeah, I got a couple of pieces this week. One of them excites me just because I'm a huge nerd for the old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles beat-em-ups, and they've done those dirty recently. The Turtles in Time remake was hot garbage, which is kind of shocking because Turtles in Time is a phenomenal game.
Yeah.
But yeah, .emu and Tribute Games, who made, I think they did the Scott Pilgrim game, they did Mercenary Kings, they've done some really good stuff. They're making a sequel to the original one called Shredder's Revenge, and it looks gorgeous and hopefully is fun as hell, because we've been missing good Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles beat 'em up for a long time, since all that they give us these days are garbage mobile games, cameos in Injustice. What else did you? I already mentioned the garbage remake of Turtles in Time, where it's
endless mobile games.
Yeah.
I I did look up Dotemu, and they did do the remake of Windjammers
Yes,
as well.
they did.
So
that's the developer, the Tribute Games or the publisher, the developer. They did Flint Hook and they did Whiz Orb, which I don't know if y'all played those ones, but along with Mercenary Kings, of course.
Yes, are also great games. I love Whiz Orb.
I'm actually not seeing Scott Pilgrim on there.
Nope, not that one, but that's okay.
Yeah, it's always good to get those corrections in real time.
Yep.
We got you. We got you, Christine.
We have your back.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, God, it just looks fun, and it's good seeing like every single character having a different run cycle and things like that. Like little details. I love it. I'm sorry. And then in other news, I'm a huge fan of the Trails in the Sky, Trails of Cold Steel game series. And the newest one, they just kind of have been showing off little things about it here and there over the last few weeks. And the newest thing is they've got kind of a Final Fantasy VII Remake style battle system, that you can just flip it over to turn-based if you don't like that.
Oh, that's neat.
Or if you have a specific move you want to do, probably.
I mean, you could do that, or if you just don't like the Final Fantasy VII Remake style action thing, you could just make it a turn-based game instead of like Final Fantasy VII. You could go to classic mode, but that wasn't actually really.
Yeah, it wasn't really a turn-based game.
No,
it's kind of just seemed boring.
Yeah, it just kind of made the game suck. But in this, it's like, hey, I could play it this way, or I can play it the way I prefer my RPGs if I don't like it the other way. I just think that's really cool, and I'm really excited to see what they do with more of that series, because their storytelling is incredible, and you should play Trails in the Sky. It's really good.
I have a very personal piece of news.
Yeah.
Oh, Scott, are you doing okay?
So I recently crossed the Rubicon, as it is, and I managed to get a guest comic of my webcomic, Gamers, published on the official Power Up Comics account, which we've talked about Power Up Comics many times here. Me and you personally have Solid. But yep. I have officially gotten Shadow Power Up to post a comic that I have made for him. And the news that I would like to share with you is that my comic is easily the least liked comic out of all of the guest comics that were published.
Wow.
Apparently people just don't understand the complexity of Gamers and how rich the narrative is.
They just want their funny little I Heart Oil reference joke, haha.
Yeah.
They don't want to read the lore and get invested in the characters.
They don't want to think.
Hey, those people that did like it though, those are the real ones. You gotta find those ones.
I'm 100% real. I was super anxious just writing this thing and getting it published. Cause I wrote up a script of it and I sent it to Shadow, of course, the main person who makes Power Up Comics. I sent him the script and I was like, this is really stupid. He's not gonna think it's funny. I'll send him a message that's like, hey, if you think this is too self-indulgent, I can do something different. And he just sends a message back that's like, This is good. You should do this. And I'm like, yes. And I did it. I did it exactly how I specified it to him. I sent it to him. The message he sent back was just God. That's all it was. And then he published it. And it turns out people just don't like Gamers, the great comic which you can find at gamers.fandom.com.
Look, I've read your comic. I've read your short webcomic bit that you put together. I'm halfway through it. I'm still working on the back half of it. And it's not something that you reflexively just be like, oh, haha, I like that, and then move on. You gotta work through it.
Yeah, it's like I said it's like I said in one of my tweets about gamers, that people keep asking me specifically when Gamers the movie will be released, and I keep saying the same thing over and over again. And it's when Hollywood proves they're mature enough to handle the subject matter.
Scott, you are the Tolstoy of webcomics.
Anyways, I just wanted to share that, like, in the most realist of terms, it's so fucking cool that I managed to get my dumb little crossover idea published on, like, the official Shadow Power Up thing, and it's gonna be put in the real archives. And
wait, does that mean you're gonna actually be able to, like, see it in print or something?
I don't think it's gonna be in print, but it's gonna be in their, like, it's gonna be on their website.
Oh, that's fun. That's so good. No, I'm
That's
really
nice.
proud of you, and the work that you put into it. Watching you go through that entire arc was really fun. And,
It was
inspiring and exciting.
Super anxiety. I had so much anxiety during that.
Yep, I'm putting out a piece this week on the Chooch website that has got me filled with a lot of anxiety. That has a lot of writing to it, and I'm about to shoot a shot across the bow, and I'm nervous about it.
God bless you. We 100% support you. Like, all the way.
Thank you. No, I really need that right now. Thank you.
Yeah, so that's all wow, what a good chunk of news we had there. That's almost the end of the podcast, right? Like, there's not much left we have to do, right? Or right.
I mean,
Christine, do you want to tell them, or should I?
I think we have questions.
Oh no, you're right. We have so many questions. If you want to send us a question like the people here, you can send it to videogame. What is it? What is the Tumblr? Hold on.
videogamechuchu.tumblr.com/ask.
/ask. Yes, you can send it to videogamechuchu.tumblr.com/ask.
Scott, you were the worst. You were the worst John I have ever seen.
Who's that? I don't know who that is.
Sorry. Continue.
If you send us a question in that one place, you will sound a lot like these people. You'll sound a lot like the mighty mighty boss tones who ask. Most people tend to find item and weapon durability systems in games an unnecessary nuisance. But have any of you played a game with a durability system that you feel enhanced the game in a meaningful way? I'm the durability bastard. I love durability. Durability's great. I love enmity in games. I love entropy. I like when things decay. I like when you're able to subvert those systems. Like, a lot of people really hated the Breath of the Wild durability. I think they are nutso wrong and are like, and don't know what was good about that system, which is every time one of your weapons breaks, it makes this like weird chaotic thing where you're scrambling to find the next weapon, which is a really fun like feeling that you don't get like without a durability system. And it forces you to play with a whole bunch of different types of weapons you wouldn't normally play with. Like, you could just find a good sword and stick with that sword, and then never touch the axes or the great swords or the lances, because, like, all of them, you could find one thing wrong with those types of weapons and never use them ever again. Durability forces you to use all of them, and you learn what's good about all of them, and you have fun with each one. And that's what I like about that. And I like durability in games. What do you? How do y'all feel about durability?
Oh boy. So I like durability in games, but I can think of some really bad examples of it. I will give.
Oh sure,
you have to think of a good one.
I will give the prime worst one.
Okay.
Let It Die. I have been watching a friend of mine play through that game again recently, and that game, it is bad for two reasons. One, the durability on things is really low. Two,
and it being like a gacha game. Yeah, like it having like a gacha element where like you're trying to you're not necessarily buying new weapons, but you are buying like new character slots and trying to find new character types that will like start you off with better things.
Yeah,
and like it's like I don't like. I had a lot of fun with Let It Die.
I did too.
But like as soon as I got past like the first area, I stopped having nearly as much fun with it. I really wish I could like that game more. Like Uncle Death, all-time great character. Like nothing is better than Uncle Death to me. I still have a fucking Let It Die wallpaper on my computer because it's a cool ass game, which had like great aesthetics and everything. But like that durability system was like definitely a killer.
Yeah.
But I think what was good about it was like it forced you to get really good with just your hands. And I think that was what was really cool about Let It Die, was just like you having nothing and like coming back from that. And those experiences are really cool. And then like there's plenty of times where it's like, I just got absolutely fucked. And that sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Zolan, how about you?
I'm actually going to give you the nod, because we were supposed to answer what a good durability system was, not the ones that we... Okay, sorry.
Oh.
Well, the question was if we felt like a game like has used durability in a meaningful way.
The one that I like Fire Emblem. I like where you just have very specific numbers that very specifically tell you can use this thing this many times before you need to start planning to use another one or repair it. They kind of give you a lot of options to like fix those, which is kind of, defeats a little bit of the purpose. Kind of like Pokemon with its PP system where it's like, you're never gonna run out of PP because you can always just refill it instantly.
Yeah, with Fire Emblem, it's the kind of thing where it's like, it doesn't really affect your basic weapons, which are the ones you're going to use all the time, but it majorly affects like your cool special weapons, because those are much harder to repair, and like they also break way easier. It's like, it's not my favorite system in Fire Emblem, especially because it's so easily exploitable. But like, it has its ups and it has its downs. I
think it just does its job cleanly, and that job is very easy to understand and plan for. I feel like if you wanted to fix Breath of the Wild, I would say, hey, what if your weapons didn't destroy, but they went into a broken state, and that if they're in the broken state and you throw your weapon, it shatters and does quadruple damage?
That would be pretty cool.
That would be
cool. I mean, that's basically what the game does. Like, as soon as your weapon is breaking, it's like, I can't hold on to this anymore. I gotta throw it at an enemy.
Oh, exactly. It would give it a natural way for people to play the game different ways. Where you could, have a set of weapons that you like and repair constantly, or you realize, oh, hey, if I throw this weapon, I'm just going to get another one back real quick anyway. I'll just wreck this real quick. And anyway, I can fix Breath of the Wild.
I think another part of what made Breath of the Wild work is like, you could just remember spots that will just respawn really good weapons. And it's like, oh yeah, like if I need a sword, I know where to find a sword.
Yeah. God, I don't like Breath of the Wild.
No.
That's fair. I really loved adventure mode in Breath of the Wild, but I feel like I've talked about it way too much, on this podcast. Let's move on to another question.
Yep.
This question comes from Shoeless. Shoeless asks, what video game would you want to play with Wardlow? So
I just made the smile that was like, Wardlow.
Oh, Wardlow. Fucking love that dude so much.
He put his hair down on AEW on Wednesday, and it was beautiful.
Oh, that was great. So I've been watching a lot of the AEW Plays Among Us streams, and it's like, they're so bad. Brandon Cutler is the worst fucking Among Us player I've ever seen in my life. Let me tell you what this motherfucker did. Okay. So
why you hate on this guy? Okay, yeah.
There's 5 people left. There's Brandon Cutler, Evil Uno, Leva Bates, Excalibur, and Chuck Taylor.
A real rogues gallery here of professional wrestlers, yeah.
Yeah, and they have 1 killer left. And then the O2 disaster goes off, or the O2 thing goes off, and fucking Brandon Cutler is running with Leva Bates and Evil Uno. He sees both of them go into admin and work on the panel that's there, and then he's like, okay, I'm leaving, I'm gonna go up to the other one, and then he goes there. The O2 thing gets finished, which means someone had to have done it on both sides. He gets there, and he sees Excalibur's body, and he immediately starts blaming Evil Uno. What? Despite the fact that he knew Evil Uno was with Leva Bates and had an alibi. And he keeps calling himself the world's greatest detective. He's so fucking, that is so obvious who did it. It is so obvious that fucking Chuck Taylor murked Excalibur, and he just could not put 2 and 2 together.
Charles Taylor is a bad man. He's a bad man.
Yeah.
He's an evil person.
Oh, scary dude.
Oh, but these guys are so bad at Among Us. I've been watching a lot of Among Us because it's like I just kind of seek it out at this point.
Yep.
Because it's I just enjoy watching people play it. But like, dude, Wardlow would be so good in that. You kidding? He would be so fun to play Among Us with.
Yeah.
I would never suspect Wardlow.
No. I want to reiterate that you are watching people who get dropped on their head for a living trying to deduce a psychological game.
The one I just watched, they managed to get Vicky Guerrero on, which is a really, really good pull for Among Us. Her audio is all fucked up, and she definitely did not know how to play the game, but still, it's like, Vicky Guerrero's there. That's charming. I respect that.
I would play Stardew Valley with Wardlow.
Oh, that would be so good.
That would be nice.
Right?
Do you think he would, like, actually be growing crops, or do you think he just always wants to go into the cave and do adventures?
I think he would try to, he would really plan the day out. he would, have like a little notepad that's like, here's who I'm going to talk to.
He has a routine. Yeah.
These are the next people I'm going to talk to before I go out and go to my cave. And yeah,
I just really need to impress Maru so she can build a robot because it's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
That would be good. We like Wardlow. This is a Wardlow respect podcast.
Christine, can you respect Wardlow? What would you play with him?
Ooh, that's a hard one. I
would play Halo with Wardlow so much. Can you imagine?
Yes.
Oh, he'd be so good at Halo.
I just think he'd be fun to have as a teammate in a duo game of just like, hey, it's me and Wardlow versus the world.
Bro, just got a triple kill.
Oh.
I'm like, yeah, you did, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. I don't like Call of Duty Warzone, but I bet he plays it, and I would 100% play it with
Wardlow,
him.
that snipe was beautiful. Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Thanks, man. I fucking loved it.
I really popped that dude's head. It was like 400 feet away.
I need some more questions. Get me out of the wrestle zone.
We got a couple questions from our fellow site-mate, LV. They're long, so let me... If I butcher these, I'm so sorry. I'm bad at reading sometimes. This one's from our site-mate, LV. It starts with a warning that this is a serious question. LV asks, with NFTs being a nightmare to absolutely everyone besides the already rich people making money off them, how do you see these money laundering tactics potentially applying to games in the future? Or in some ways, how has that already happened, and what are some ideas on how to possibly curb it? Some artists are being advised on how to put anti-NFT language in their contracts to protect themselves.
I'm just thinking about Wardlow, and now you took me to this. I'm sorry, I've got whiplash. I'm ready. Serious.
I'm going to get serious here for a second because, outside of here, I edit comic books, so I see a lot of things happening in the comic book industry. And right now, I see how fucked up the NFT things are getting when DC sends out a message to all of their freelancers that says, hey, you can't do any NFT stuff with your DC characters or DC properties or any of the DC stuff you've worked on. Because we're working on our own NFT system. So it starts out like, oh yeah, this is real cool. And then goes to, oh, actually, fuck you. Them saying they're going to do NFT with Darwin Cook's stuff and Darwin Cook's wife being like, fuck you. No. It's a really fucked up situation in a lot of industries. And yeah, like people really need to, get things in contracts if they don't want their stuff to be part of this, and hopefully they don't want their stuff to be part of this, because the whole thing is, it's fucked up. Like, the things that are happening are fucked up.
Yeah. Like, it's the kind of thing where it's like, no matter what, this industry is trending towards NFTs, despite the, like, extremely awful, like, the extremely awful, impact it has on our ecosystem. And it's so fucking depressing. Like, we've been going through it with climate change for so long. We've been going through it with oil industries. We've been going through it with just Bitcoin in general. And now NFT is just making it exponentially worse. And, like, people just aren't listening.
Yeah.
And you have to really wonder, like, with this shit blowing up, like, and corporations just not caring, like where's the line? Like, when are we gonna actually take a stand against this? And I'm glad tons of people are speaking out against NFTs.
Yeah.
Like, it, unfortunately, like, money talks, and it's a lucrative business right now, so it's really hard to like boycott it fully.
Yeah.
Especially as corporations jump in on this hard. But I've seen a lot of people fairly and immediately point out the bottom line is that if you are an individual working with NFTs, you are a class trader.
Mm-hmm.
There's literally no bottom line to it, that you are a traitor to the people. Yeah. Because you can see big corporations making moves with this. Is like, yes, I can own this. And it's like, yeah, if you're an individual, you're now going to do the thing that corporations would love to support in a way that is completely unsustainable. You're a class trader that sells snake oil, and every single time I see someone on Twitter popping in, it's like, hey, I'm doing this NFT thing, their comment section every time has been like,
fuck you.
Oh no. Oh, you have disappointed me.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, ooh.
Yeah.
You can just please take care of yourself. You don't need to be on some kind of bandwagon with this garbage.
So I want to take a quick opportunity to describe the kind of people that NFT things are, because something happened in my life before I moved out of the small town I lived in. I was in the public works department. And there was a water line break at a tech company that was in there. They refused to let me into the building to repair the water line without signing an NDA first. And the words out of their mouth were this: "Do you know what we do here, son? We mine for Bitcoin. We're literally printing money." And from that day forth, you say Bitcoin to me, I just remember a dude bro calling me boy, even though I was probably 3 years older than him, with his backwards fucking cap, and then saying they're literally printing money.
While their water drain, their water is leaking, so they're drowning.
No, the water was literally draining out their front door into the driveway. Like, getting me to sign this NDA was more important, even though I have the legal authority to just walk in because we have an easement.
Worker,
it was wild.
I just want to recommend real quick, like, we're kind of layman on this. We're not smart. We're pretty smart. I think we're pretty smart. But, like, there's a lot of research out there into like the actual really detrimental effects of NFTs and crypto art. And I do recommend a Medium piece by Memo Atkin called "The Unreasonable Ecological Cost of Crypto Art," which puts in completely clear terms like what the equivalent of generating crypto art is to an average person's like energy consumption and or how much you would drive in gas and stuff like that, and explains the underlying principles of why this is so detrimental. Specifically because I only know so much about this, but it specifically has to do with proof of work Bitcoin mining, like specifically used by Ethereum, which is I'm not very good at explaining it, but from what I understand, it is this system where it's constantly running different kinds of puzzles and equations to try and prove that this is in fact a valid Bitcoin, and all NRTs run off of proof of work, and that is the major the major like ecological point where this is causing the most distress. So I recommend that piece. Give it a good read. Learn as much as you can about this before you like jump in and like, get some fucking freak being like, oh, you just hate the future, hate technology. Like people are making so much money. Like there's a real substantial like human cost to this. Let's move on to LV's not serious question.
Woohoo!
What are your favorite highly specific items offered at a fast food or novelty chain restaurant? I do like Taco Bell's potato selection and am glad they are returning, but something about Outback Steakhouse's notorious bloomin' onion calls to me in my dreams, even though I maybe had it only 2 times in my life. The last time I had it was during a really fun gathering a long time ago to surprise someone for their birthday.
Oh, favorite fast food or novelty item. This is great.
This is, for me, I would have actually answered the bloomin' onion just because I have a friend that, from Australia, that whenever he comes, over to the States for conventions, he goes to Outback Steakhouse every time and gets a bloomin' onion and then starts telling the staff, oh, it's just like my mom used to make. And it's hilarious every fucking time that he just starts talking about how it's like, oh, this reminds me of my mom's cooking back home. And oh God, it kills me. It is some of the best shit in the world. Oh, thank you, Outback Steakhouse Bloomin' Onion. You're terrible fucking food, but God, you give me great memories.
So right now, my go-to is the spicy chicken sandwich at Whataburger, like specifically, and I'll usually get it with like some Monterey Jack cheese and some bacon on it. No mayo, though. Of course, I'm not a mayo boy. And it's just like the combination of it is so fucking like good and juicy, and it rocks. Like it is just the best spicy chicken sandwich out there. Like Whataburger has a like reputation of just being like really good burgers and stuff, and a lot of people find it like overrated. I kind of don't like the burgers that much. Their like chicken and like their side items are amazing. Like I love their like chicken fajita taco thing. I love their breakfast menu stuff. And that spicy chicken sandwich is amazing. And their fries too are killer. Like the best fucking fast food fries. And it's like, give me that stuff. I'm not going to Whataburger for the burgers.
Yeah.
Yes.
I also like the Taco Bell potatoes too. I don't like nacho fries. They're okay.
You don't?
But like, no, it's the kind of thing where it's like, it came out and you have it the first time and like, this is amazing. And then it's like, you have it more times and it's like, I'm over this.
I have them so many times. I love those obviously sugared fries with molten cheese. So
they're always soggy.
I am they are. I'm the scum of chain restaurants of fast food. I will eat just the worst things. And there is nothing worse, and for me, nothing better. If I go a month without having one of these, I'll just stay up extra late to make sure I don't miss Jack in the Box's Munchie Meal, like 9 p.m. special. I have done the thing where you wait until 9 p.m. Like I was in the parking lot of the Jack in the Box.
God damn.
To make sure that I was there at 9 p.m. I've done the thing where I accidentally got there a minute early and found out that their internal machines will still do the upcharge. The $2 upcharge you can buy a Munchie Meal at any time of the day. But if you get there at 8:59 and then and they've started doing the order and the clock rolls over to 9 p.m. on their machine, by the time, and they're still in the same order, they will still give you the normal time price for it. I have found that out the hard way. I know how the Jack in the Box machine system works now because I love the Jack in the Box Munchie Meal. Their breakfast, what is it? The chicken tater melt, which is just a hash brown and in like a croissant chicken sandwich that's covered in molten cheese and then regular cheese. I don't plan to live long.
That's pretty good.
I want to dine.
You don't plan to live long, but you plan to live fast.
I want to dine in luxury. And I also love their awful tacos that are made with textured-based protein.
They're so bad.
They're all.
I've only had them a few times in my life, but it's like, you know what? I would have that again.
They drip.
Yeah.
With oil, like not just like, every once in a while, every time. They're dripping with oil. They're the wettest food item I've ever seen. Consistently. I love them.
Speaking of food, Harlequin Wheels ass. Friend of the site, Harlequin Wheels. We love Wheels. Friend of the site, Harlequin Wheels ass. What's the best looking food in game?
Put a munchie meal in a game, please.
Put a munchie meal in a game.
I want the box.
What is the best looking food in a game, Solon? It can't be Jack in the Box. That's not real food you saw in a game.
I mean, Monster Hunter kills it every single time.
Yeah.
That'll hurt you.
Yeah. I see that and I get really hungry, and it's really bad because I can't have that ever. I get sad.
It's the best food.
I'm gonna say Yakuza, and by extension, even though it's not super connected, Final Fantasy 15. Just the pictures of food in those games are just
like those are really good,
beautiful.
If someone argued that was the best part of 15, I would be like, you know what, fair.
Yeah, I discovered a new recipe. Hell yes, show me that food.
I would entertain that argument. I would not agree, but I would still recognize how good it is.
Right.
Because I love Final Fantasy 15.
And I love food. It's
really sick that, they did all of that, really cool, food, excuse me, they did all of that really good food art and food models, and, in 7 Remake, they kind of just put them in there. You can find a lot of that food just sitting around, and it's it still looks good. You just don't notice it because they don't put it right in front of your face.
Yeah.
And also, for some reason, they're only ever offering pizza and chips. There's food in game is good.
Hey, you know what deep cut would be? You ever seen the food in Muramasa, Demon of the Fleeting Blade?
Oh.
No.
Oh.
Show me. Send me a picture right now.
I'll send you a picture right now.
I like whenever they, in MGS4, when they showed pictures of calorie mates and stuff, it's I want that. Give me the ramen that you're eating. I've had ramen before, but I bet this tastes great.
Yeah. George.
So here's a bunch of pictures.
George Kamitani draws 2 things: giant boobs and really good looking food.
That's some good looking food.
Oh, I've got a nice little spread here of many foods.
Ooh.
And this is on the Wii.
That udon.
Yeah.
This is Wii food.
So if we don't have any answers to this question, we can just cut this one out. This next question comes from Anonymous. Anonymous asks, playing any good board games lately?
Actually, I have been. I have been playing Lords of Waterdeep a bunch. That is just a really solid board game. It's build property, get points, complete missions. Whoever has, try to do your secret mission thing, which some of the characters, like the utterly broken one, is just the more property you build, the more points you get at the end and stuff like that. Just a really, really fun, good D&D based board game.
That's pretty neat.
I would highly recommend it. And the online, there's a mobile version of it that's actually really solid and free with multiplayer.
That's sick. I regret to inform everyone that I have gotten back into Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm sorry. I know this is a really hard hit for people, but it's I wanted to slam a card down.
Yeah. I
wanted to fucking slam a card down and go, I play this, and it's a big cool ass card, and that rocks.
You can only watch John crack so many packs before you just want to jump into the Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah, that's what cracking packs has done to us. Solon, how about you? Any board games?
I haven't played any board games. It's kind of hard to get with people right now, but there is Tabletop Simulator, though.
Sure.
Speaking of the best looking food in games.
Oh yeah, they did add the food update.
They had a food update recently where we stacked a lot of food.
Yeah, you can just fucking put junk food on your table. That's good.
Beautiful.
I like that. What a good update. This next question, this one specifically is for Christina, is from Anonymous. First time doing this, so hopefully it goes well.
It's going great so far.
How has being part of a raiding group and clearing like we did tonight changed your views on the raiding scene in FF14, if at all?
That's a great question.
Tonight felt amazing. Like I cleared.
Oh, you raided tonight, like before the cast.
Yeah,
like tonight,
literally right before the podcast.
Like right before not right before the podcast. We finished up around original podcast time. But having.
You finished right before. We were literally waiting for you to finish.
No, I cooked dinner with my girlfriend after, and then came to podcast. No, it feels incredible having a solid group. Like last week I cleared for the first time, and I wish I had been on the podcast just so I could geek about it with, Rose and Spencer, but, it felt amazing. But this week felt even better, even though it was like by the edge of our teeth 5 more seconds and it would have been a failure. Just because it was the core group fully together, whereas last week a couple of people couldn't make it, so we had help from really experienced people. So this week it's the core group getting through the fight, and with the nightmare I had going through there, before I found this group, I was literally in the middle of posting, hey, can somebody help me clear this fight just so I can go back to being a casual? Because I hate the raid scene. And now I love the raid scene again because I have a core group instead of dealing with a whole bunch of randos. Anyway, yeah, Full Buster, I feel incredible. I feel really good, and I'm glad I got to do it with you. I'm glad I got to do it with you and other friends. It feels so good.
Shout out to Full Buster. I got one last question for y'all.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Wait a minute. I think I got it. If you want to send us questions like this, you go to videogamechoochoo.tumblr.com/ass. ASS? Is that right?
Oh, it's ask.
No.
ASK, ask. Yes, that makes so much more sense now.
Like asking a question, you know?
Yes, not ask. Yeah. Anyways, if you want to sound like this last person, go send us a question. This person is named Anonymous. And Anonymous asks.
I love you, Anonymous. Marry me.
I hope you are having a great day. Oops. Wait, that's not a question. I hope you're having a great day?
I am.
I had a pretty good day. Solon, how's your day?
Hey, I got vaccinated 2 days ago. What's up?
Hey,
I'm jealous.
Thanks so much for listening to the Video Game Choo Choo podcast. If you want to check out what we're about, you can go to videogamechoochoo.com. Check out all of our cool articles, all of our great content, all of our podcasts. Solon, do we have any content coming out?
We do got content coming out. We got a bunch of essays coming out this week. We got
right.
a little bit of videos coming out this week.
Actually.
We've got a couple of new friends that we're going to make this week.
We just published a piece by Walker, Losing Immersion Amidst Maps and Markers. I highly recommend you go check that out by going to videogamechoochoo.com. Like you mentioned, we just finished the process of bringing in a whole bunch of new contributors. We brought in a really big team, honestly. I'm really excited to work with all the new people we have. They have all promised to come on the next podcast. I tried to see if one of them would come on today, but John told me no.
Yeah, don't spoil the surprise.
Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna see all of their intro posts coming out this week. And you're gonna be able to hear them next Sunday, which is when the next podcast comes out. If you want to check out all of our stuff, you can. You can follow us on Twitter at VGCC, on Tumblr, videogamechoochoo.tumblr.com, Facebook.com/videogamechoochoo, YouTube.com/videogamechoochoo, Twitch.tv/VGCC. And if you like the work we do, you can go ahead on over to Patreon.com/VGCC, and you can join our $3 all aboard tier, where you can get content like Chuchagatari, the anime podcast 1 week early, And I think I think that's the only thing we're actually doing 1 week early right now, because all of our other content is on a standstill. But that's fine. That's fine. We're gonna have so much content. We just brought so many people in. We're gonna do so much stuff. If you want to come and join our community, you can. You can go to the gamezone.zone to check out our Discord. And our theme song is Crush by Melt Channel, now named The Magic Circuit, which is off the album Magic is Real. You can check out their work at meltchannel.bandcamp.com and magic-circuit.bandcamp.com. That was the Video Game Choo Choo Podcast. Where can we find you?
You can find me at twitter.com/Judgment Scythe, as well as on Twitch at the same thing.
Yeah, and you can find me at Solenface, twitch.tv/Solenface. It's a good time. We're going to be getting into some wild... Hey, you ever heard of the game called Final Fantasy 69, a tabletop roleplay that we play? We got an advanced copy from the year 3030. Well, that's canceled this week in place of Final Fantasy 52, the predecessor to Final Fantasy 69, which is apparently, when they collaborated for Final Fantasy 52, they collaborated with a certain person named Adam Sandler. And so we're going to take a dive into the Sandler-verse this
really
Thursday.
big in the tabletop space, yeah.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna dive into the Sandler-verse this week, and
that's chilling.
It's gonna be an event. So that'll be Thursday.
I'm Scott B. You can find me twitter.com/ScottBlah. That is SCOTTBLAH. Please, I beg of you to like my comic on Shadow on @ShadowPowerUp. Please, I need this. This is all I have. Thanks so much for listening to the Video Game Choo Choo Podcast. I've said that like 4 times now. Thanks. Chugga chugga. Good night.